This is the MGTOW Infinium here with another Infinium short take. This Infinium short take is entitled, Their Trends Are Failing. My brothers, as we enter into the summer months, womanism has spawned yet another trend, which is an attempt to lure men into relationships with women. This new trend is called the tomato girl era, and like other trends before it, it involves a construct of behavior on the part of women with, again, the intention of luring men. The tomato girl era is the latest of the trends like false masculine apologetics, the soft girl era, the hot girl era, the divestment movement, the go find a man at Home Depot, etc., which were directly intended to undermine things like the MGTOW philosophy, the red pill process, the passport bros, or any other activity by men that keeps women out of their lives or fully negates the control exerted by westernized women in their lives. As well, the tomato girl era is just another attempt to create false value where there is little to no value on the part of women who are now adopting this trend. Lastly, the tomato girl era represents a throw everything at the wall to see what sticks condition of desperation that women in general now find themselves in. That is, not being able to find men no matter what they do. My brothers, this is a GMA report which covers the details of the tomato girl era. In the use of this report, I cite fair use policies. Here now is the report.
We're going to turn now to the latest lifestyle trend taking over TikTok. The social media platform has introduced us to styles like Barbiecore and Coastal Grandmother. Now, it's all about having a tomato girl summer. Will Gans joins us to break it all down. Good morning, Will. Please.
Good morning, Robin. Good morning to all of you. I know what you're thinking, another TikTok trend, but this one is all about those out-of-office vibes, baby. Living every day like you're Diane Lane in Under the Tuscan Sun, never counting carbs, and dressing the part too, of course.
From J-Lo in Limoncello Yellow to Billie Eilish's food-forward Prince. It's the breezy summer trend taking over social media, inspired by a perfect Italian getaway called Tomato Girl Summer.
I'm wearing my spritz shirt paired with spaghetti and meatball earrings and farfalle necklace.
The Tomato Girl is all about leaning into those relaxed European summer vibes.
Tom and I are running off together.
Hashtag Tomato Girl running off with over 2.3 million mentions on TikTok. The trend calling for linen dresses, bold colors, tomato red among them, of course, and even headscarves, because that's amore. But being a tomato girl is about more than just fashion.
I'm Monica Vitti.
It's a way of life. Like Jen Coolidge in The White Lotus, tomato girls are setting their sights on the Italian coast this summer. According to Airbnb, the July 4th holiday is seeing an uptick in travel to the Italian Riviera.
By now you might be thinking, I don't have a trip planned to the Amalfi Coast, or I'm a man and I anchor GMA. Can I still be a tomato girl? Well, Michael Strahan, I'm glad you asked. Yes, you can still have a tomato girl summer by leaning into that old school vibe. Swap your smartwatch for a vintage one with a leather band, or instead of buying new clothes, wear something handed down. This is my grandfather's tie, for example. But we cannot talk tomato girl summer without our own tomato girls, Zoe Chancholo in the kitchen. And of course, Lori Bergamato here in the studio with a basket of tomatoes, of course.
Yeah.
Lori, it's about more than just dressing the part, right?
It is. It's about what the Italians call il dolce far niente, the sweetness of doing nothing.
So no e-readers, maybe you're gonna read a book by the ocean, you know. Vibing.
Chilling.
And a basket of tomatoes helps too.
Of course.
We'll throw them at you, but we can make some sauce maybe after the show.
You didn't know that you asked, did you?
Yeah, I saw you taking notes. I got to change the band on my watch, I guess. You got to go find an old tie.
Is that really your grandfather's tie?
It is.
That looks so sharp.
Grandma's earrings too. Will and I, you got to lean into the heritage.
The heritage, yeah.
You're Italian today.
All right.
Today.
What say you, Ginger? What say you?
My brothers, the tomato girl era is just a further representation of the many detrimental issues that women now face. Some of these issues are, number one, the total and abject failure of womanism overall. Simply put, women now find themselves in a receive what was prayed for but what was prayed for isn't producing the expected results condition. In other words, the ideology of womanism, which both promotes the enslavement of men and the unchecked power of women, has only resulted in a cascade of men who are now walking away. Leaving women in a state wherein what they think makes them valuable is actually a contributing factor which makes them valueless in the eyes of those men who are walking away from them. Number 2, the inability to conquer the wall which is beyond defeat. The tomato girl era is just another failed attempt to create a thirst trap condition for men. Here, the failure results because women cannot comprehend that men are waking up to thirst trapping tactics as well as all other tactics which are used to attract men. When this aforementioned failure becomes combined with the inherent dangers of interactions with women of any type, it then becomes a devastating part of the shock and awe effects of the wall which is beyond defeat, and only adds to the desperation women face when the harsh realization of the specter of no men, no families, no children, etc. have all become negative options which they may never ever be able to overcome. Number 3, the consequences of failing to take true accountability for their actions. Here, when it comes to the promotion of womanism over the rights of men, both ardent womanists as well as those women who don't advocate womanism are now having to face accountability for the damage created by womanism. For those ardent womanists, they are finding out the hard way that notions like women are always right, men must fall on their swords no matter what, etc., are fully unacceptable to the numbers of men who are now walking away. As well, those women who do not advocate womanism are also finding out the hard way that even their negative stance is considered by men just mere lip service and thus their tacit closet condoning of womanism. Simply put, womanism has created a draconian condition where men are openly persecuted in every way possible. Furthermore, this condition has only gotten far worse because of things like laws that are now being proposed which fully discriminate against men, and as a result leaving women in a condition where men have no regard for what women are saying, pro or anti-womanism, because of the irrelevant nature of their statements. My brothers, no matter what type of error, trend, etc., womanists are now declaring, nevertheless, there is absolutely no benefit to men when it comes to dating, cohabitating with, or marrying women in this day and age. Finally, realize the importance of not getting caught up in women's whims which result in your enslavement, but rather comprehending the profound nature of your freedom because of your embracement of the MGTOW philosophy, which allows men to live in freedom in every way possible. This is the MGTOW Infinium, and this has been an Infinium short take. My MGTOW brothers, as always, stay safe, stay strong, stay on the MGTOW path, and remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.